What's up, everyone? It's Rudy, Travel Cycle Racing. Before we get into the Lewiston crit, I want to talk to you about a race that I participated in last weekend. It was the Tour of Hill Towns, and that race was in Windsor, Mass. I didn't feature this race in its own video because I actually didn't even finish the race. It was tough, and it was what it said. A lot of hills. I do still want to show you some of the footage that I did get. I mean, the scenery of this part of Massachusetts was pretty awesome. You had those mountains in the backgrounds, a lot of farm country, and a lot of things that I just don't get to see on this part of Massachusetts, Eastern Mass, Boston area. I mean, they had this climb that was 4 miles long, which is nuts. I've never seen a climb that was for 4 miles. But anyways, I could tell you for the first 20 miles, it was pretty much all downhill. And I stayed as close to the front as I could, knowing that once the race really started, once we hit that first climb, it might help me stay with a couple riders. Fortunately, once we got to that hill, I wasn't ready, man. I just did the best I could. I knew I had to pace myself, but I was going backward. It was a great experience. I'm glad I went. I will be back next year, though, to avenge my ego and actually finish this race. But yo, let's check out this Lewiston crit. Here in Lewiston, Maine. It's going to be a fast course, a little choppy, but it should be fun. Alright, I'll see you out there. This is a Cat 4-5 field, and from the opening whistle, you could see some of the guys just sprinting out, and I knew right then that this was going to be a pretty fast race. I tried to move up as much as I could, knowing that the field was most likely going to spread out and split. After the second lap, and even going into the third lap, you can see that the field is already pretty broken up. And I just tried to stay with a group of guys that I knew I could hang with and hopefully work together to reel in some other riders in front of us. There was this annoying climb going into turn 4 right before the start finish line, and all the smaller guys would fly up that hill, so I knew that the best place I could help was past the start finish line going down the backstretch. So whenever I could, I would make my way up there to do my share of work and then try and hang on. With this group of riders, I was really trying to be vocal and encouraging them to work with each other, but I don't know, they just weren't listening or weren't trying to work together, which got a little frustrating because it ended up being only 2 or 3 guys putting in work and everyone else was kind of just sitting in, going along for the ride.
Yo, hold through, help him out. Hold through. Good work, John, good work. Help him out, pull through, help him out. Hold through. Come on. Go on, come on, come on. Yep.
Here we go up this hill again. I've tried it throughout the race, in the saddle, out of the saddle, and I just could not figure it out. As you can see here, these guys are pulling away, and the whole time I'm thinking, I gotta keep contact, so I'm working extra hard, just trying to make sure I stay with on these guys' wheels. And eventually I would catch them, everyone would kind of sit up, and once again the same 2 or 3 guys would find their way up front pulling. So we would do it again. Going into the bell lap, the course is pretty short. It was only 1 kilometer long, and there were riders everywhere. I had no idea where I was position-wise, so I was just thinking, finish in front of the guys behind you and see where I end up. Have it. Another race under my belt. I actually finished 17th out of 38. This is my second good result in a row, not considering that Hilltown race. So I hope to keep the races coming. Hope the results keep getting better and better. And I'll see y'all next time.